Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream tonight and the Salomon Barrios Road to the Show on MLB The Show 19. We are with the Los Angeles Angels here in the 2019 postseason, having appeared after a somewhat confusing postseason mashup where the AL West ended in a four-way tie, and we had ourselves a little mini playoffs, apparently, to determine the victor in this postseason, or in the end of the season, which wound up being the Oakland Athletics winning the division and the Los Angeles Angels getting into the wild card round. So we are going to have a one-game playoff with the Boston Red Sox here in the AL wild card to try to get into the ALDS against the New York Yankees. Hello, everybody. Mendel, B. Penn, Raga. Welcome to the stream tonight. I'm glad to have you stop by. We're out here with Salomon Barrios, your AL Rookie of the Year for 2019, having finished the season with a just shy of 300 batting average, a 395 OBP, and a 694 slugging average, good for an OPS of 1090, and a wins above replacement of 4.3. So he did very well for himself as a rookie in this first year of the series. So if anybody's going to help the Angels to their first AL pennant and wild card victory in something like 20 years, well, it's probably going to be Mike Trout, but Salomon Barrios is going to be out here helping people out. So once again, welcome to everybody. Hope you are all having a great night. I'm going to get started here real quick. As I've said before, these postseason streams are kind of tricky to plan out because I can't be sure how long we're going to stay in it. So I'm probably not going to sit through most of this game like I would for a Jason series, just because I don't want to have to be controlling every single one of Salomon's fielding opportunities, especially when the balls aren't going to come to Salomon. So it'll probably be shorter if we get to them, but no worries. If we get blown out in the postseason, we'll find something else to do tonight. So we should be going for a couple hours easily tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Raga, by the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the stickers. There's a couple are still up in the store. I haven't put all of them up because a few of them just didn't get any hits, and I thought I would just kind of relieve people of the option to choose them. But nonetheless, here we are going up against the Boston Red Sox in Fenway Park for the AL wild card. Let's get out here and get it.
Winner moves on, loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game American League wild card playoff between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Boston Red Sox.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the Division Series, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Chris Sale gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time.
Jiwon Chen, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. And Reju, or Reja, I'm not sure which one. Hope you guys are having a great night tonight. Yeah, the thing about Shohei Ohtani this season has been he has allowed something like 6 ERA. And indeed, he's allowed a big first inning for himself. But Chris Sale has given up a couple runs himself here, the early going.
Icons in the sport today. Hey, attaboy.
So let's see what we can do. Doesn't matter who's on the mound. Don't waver. Let's get it.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's go. Gotta hold him.
From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, that was a good one to hit. Right down the pipe at 96.
I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
A ball and a strike.
Attaboy, nice take.
Upton, the runner at second with one away.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
And he lays
Nice
off this
changeup
one
on the
down.
inside corner to Salomon. It's
There
2-1.
are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approaching.
Slider away. That's 3-1 count to Salomon. T-Rex, we are streaming as much of the postseason as we get to.
Hey, take a risk like you can. Here you go, baby.
And Salomon comes on and just takes a walk from Chris Sale here, top of the second.
This early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice.
Yeah, the problem with the postseason is that I can't plan for how long these games are gonna, or for how far we're gonna go.
We'll see how it works.
So Salomon gonna come out here, do his best. We'll go as far as we can go, but if we get outscored and we go out early, we go out early.
Striding in, David Fletcher, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, one down now. One down. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Softly hit down to third.
Get dirty.
No shot at two. The second for one.
That's a nice double play there from the Red Sox, and that will end the inning. So Salomon works a walk, but it winds up not helping him out.
To end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
So here comes Andrew Benintendi. They've added another couple runs here, bottom of the second.
Lifted in the air to right field.
So poor Ohtani-san is getting shelled out here. James, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
Errors and a runner left. We played 2 full. The Red Sox on top, 5-2.
And here comes Salomon again. Pulled one back against him. So it's 5-3, so it's not hopeless yet.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nice inside fastball, strike one.
Nothing in one. Dickerson stands at second with 2 gone.
Oh, that slider down, though.
Blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Just could not help myself.
That's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me.
And a changeup inside. That'll end the inning. Have a seat and get comfortable, Salomon.
Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Well, here comes Dustin Pedroia. Runs are still mounting, and it's now 6-4 here, bottom of the 6th.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Barrios.
Salomon back to get it. That'll end the 6th.
Catch, and that ends the inning.
Well, we're running out of game out here.
They're up 6-4.
Salomon's leading off the top of the 7th. And I think if we're going to do anything, it's going to have to be here. And indeed, here comes Chris Sale, the boss.
Salomon Barrios. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
Hey, like the can up there, huh? Hey, we got no outs.
Well, we want better than a single, but that's all I'm going to ask for here.
First delivery to him on the way. Up and in for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now.
They got people up in the pen for Boston here. Top 7.
Here we go now. Let's go.
That's a line shot right up the middle, and that'll be Salomon on base here to start the 7th. Let's go!
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And that'll be Chris Sale's day here in the 7th, so he'll go 6.
And he's going to make a change, as that'll be
giving up 4 runs so far. Here comes Heath Embry. And David Fletcher got a triple on the day today, actually.
Looking for more, David Fletcher. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Mendel Gonzalez, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. High and deep down the left field line.
My Friday has gone pretty well today. Just had myself a big old meal of camarones a la diabla and feeling fine.
Not where he wanted that
3-2 count here for Salomon here.
Walks are never good, but they're especially
nobody on,
games like this.
one on, nobody out.
Always come back to bite.
Lofted in the air out
and that's just going to be a pop-up back behind second.
Right, and he tracks it down. Nice play.
No chance to make a play on that one.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Line hard.
Line shot left field line, and that's foul.
Hey, let her fly right here.
1 and 2, here it comes.
Oh, I'm dead.
Outside, the throw.
Nope, Salomon gets a steal on the day, so he's on second.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
He tried a slide step, and we still beat it out. Bad throw helped there, though.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? Pierce takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
So here comes Tommy La Stella here. See what he can do.
Ready with the 1-1. In the air, out to right. Betts has a read on it.
Mookie Betts has got it, and that'll end the inning. So Salomon gets himself a base hit, and that's all that's going to be, that's all that's going to happen here. Going into the 7th inning stretch, not looking too good for the Angels, but maybe we'll get some divine intervention here. They tied it up. They tied it up here, top of the 8th.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fabius.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
Welcome to the stream.
And this is just off the outside corner.
You haven't missed a whole lot. Salomon got himself a base hit, but nothing else.
Big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch.
Made some good contact on that, but it's going to just be a fly ball to center field, and that'll end the inning.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead, and we are all even at 6 apiece.
Whose side are you on, James?
Here's Mookie Betts, and their season hangs.
Oh, and the Angels are up 10-7 here. Top 9 or bottom 9. 2 outs. Salomon back to pull it in. And he's got it. The Angels are going to the ALDS.
And these wild card games are hard enough as your entire season rests on 9 innings of baseball. But they put aside all the distractions that come with playing on the road and handled their business.
So we survive instant death here
1 step closer to the World
in
Series
Boston,
title.
and that sends us on to face, who the heck was it? I don't remember. Yeah, that's always the risk when you play that's always the risk when you play a wild card game, is you could be leaving after 5 or 10 minutes. But like I said, I got plans for what we could do if we wind up having a short day today.
Its offensive stars, and in this one he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up.
You're welcome, B Pen. I hope you're having fun with it.
One of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire great crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching the American League wildcard game.
I think Pujols got sent down in the organization. I don't think he's playing on the Major League roster. The Angels have won the American League wild card and will be taking on the Yankees in the American League Division Series. Oh boy. Well, Fabius, like I said, I still don't have a good way I feel comfortable accepting anybody's stuff to do signatures, but I might have to figure that out at another point. So, how does that play out? So it's New York Mets and the Washington Nationals in the NLDS with the Washington Nationals. Excuse me. So the division series play out like this. You got the Cleveland Indians and Oakland Athletics, and the LA Angels and the New York Yankees in the ALDS, along with the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers, and the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals in the NLDS. Dark Tau, have you given any try to... You haven't given any try to... Oh, you're talking about team management sims as opposed to player... as opposed to player sims. Yeah, I don't know how to help you there. Fabius, I got no problem if you want to forge it. I can post a higher resolution version of it if you want to try it. I am going to actually take just a very quick break, because I just about wet myself during that game, so I'm going to take a break to relieve myself, and I will be right back. So, don't go anywhere. What version of the Red Sox jersey did you get, by the way? I'd love to know. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I've been kind of bad about checking my Twitter recently. I think they still do, or I think you can still get
postseason baseball. It's game 1 of the American League Division
what was it? I feel like they had something on PC that people still play.
New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
Well, on the bright side, we're also finally in a position where we get to play all 5 games, if applicable, of the Division Series, as opposed to playing one and then getting swept in the other 3 and not being able to watch any of it. So that'll be fun.
Drawing closer to the start of game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New York Yankees.
I believe he's up either high 80s or low 90s.
Briefly now, we'll look at the 2 starters who get the ball here in game 1. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not ridiculous, but it does mean he's had some really good at-bats against him in the past. So we'll see if he continues to see the ball well against this pitcher in this one.
Well, we're facing Luis Severino out here. And if we've done this before with Luis Severino, we've seen how he plays in the postseason.
All-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball.
So over-under, put it about 2 home runs for Salomon, I'm guessing.
One of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity. He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the 7th or 8th. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
All right,
I know, right?
Bombers are going to set up
Batting just shy of 300, 30 home runs on the season.
Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him.
And Salomon gets himself a chance out here with Giancarlo Stanton, which of course means there's a home run in the offing here.
This one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High and deep to straightaway right.
Nope, it's at the wall. Salomon is under it, and he's got it. End the inning.
Makes the catch. 1 left for the Yankees, and this is still a 0-0.
You want to stay in the? You want to go back to the whatchamacallit mode? This thing? Well, here come Luis Severino here. Runners first and third.
Is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Well, here is your AL Rookie of the Year and winner of the Luis Aparicio Award awarded by Venezuelan baseball journalists.
Pitch on its way.
Salomon Barrios.
Off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Barrios, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, based on the way I was reading a book, or have been reading a book, called Class A, Baseball in the Middle of Everywhere by Lucas Mann. And it has a lot to do with following a real life, I think it was a Seattle Mariners farm team in Clinton, Iowa. And there's a whole section on it about how they call up international free agents from training academies.
I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are
change up down, and Salomon strikes out.
This guy doesn't give you a chance.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Salomon Barrios is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
Tommy La Stella strikes first with a home run. And Luis Severino has given up 3 home runs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salomon Barrios. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today.
He gave up a double and a walk, which is not what you want from a closer.
0-1 the count.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in.
I didn't see it, but I did see the freak out that one of the Mets radio guys or New York sports guys had about it. Also, Tyler T, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Sorry I missed you earlier.
Hit sharply.
Line shot, right field, but that's right at.
There, and he has it for the out.
I think that's Stanton out there in right field, but that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
No, that's Judge out there. Excuse me. So Gleyber Torres looks like. That's Ferguson. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad you can make it. Hopefully this one should last a little bit longer than the Jason stream of a couple weeks ago.
Heading out towards shallow.
Kevon, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
He's got it one away.
All right. Salomon coming up here.
Salomon Barrios. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started.
And it's CC Sabathia on the mound.
On its way.
Galaxy, we did win the AL wild card, so we're in game 1 of the ALDS versus the Yankees.
Oh, baby, see you driving. What's up? Oh,
I popped that up.
Aubrey over to his left.
I got it.
And he hauls it in for the first down.
No, I did not see. I did not see Kimbrel make his debut, but I did see that he kind of struggled in doing so. No, I haven't increased the difficulty.
So digging in now, Salomon.
It's like I was trying to tell you guys, you know, even on All-Star difficulty, there are going to be peaks and valleys of the hitting ability.
The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Pierre Bornelis.
Well, Matty, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball
Shouldn't have swung at that one. My baseball team is the Philadelphia
Yeah,
Phillies.
just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did
That's
damage with it.
flied out to left. Brock Salomon uses the Dante Bichette batting stance.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton.
So here comes Giancarlo Stanton.
3 thus far.
We got a fly ball that we got to track down.
Now a swing and a deep drive.
No chance.
Into the
Second deck and gone.
It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer so far in the series, and it's a
Well, try not to lose the series before you have to leave, Mendel. Do our best out here.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And DJ LeMahieu, one of the last chances that these Yankees have here, down 5-3 here in the bottom of the ninth with one out.
2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Barrios is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Man, I thought
Cut it off, but
down 0-2, he's able to work himself back into a
Tyler, we are in the American League Divisional Series. So we got to win this, and then we got to win the ALCS to win the pennant, and then we'll be in the World Series. It looks like Tommy La Stella was the man of the day.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our
4 hits, double, home run, 2 RBIs.
Obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Los Angeles jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Tyler Skaggs is
Salomon had 30 home runs in his rookie season.
4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special
I imagine it's because you already have to play through 2 leagues of the
Our final line score tonight.
you have to play through 2 separate divisions of the minor leagues, so I imagine they don't want to make it so you have to play even longer before you get all the way up to the show. Because not everybody appreciates the ability to simulate a realistic career. All right, we're out here again against the Yankees in Game 2 of the series. So let's get out here and get it.
Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the New York Yankees. Game 2 of the AL Division Series is next. James Paxton will be on the bump for Game 2 of the
Canadian-born James Paxton on the mound. He of the no-hitter.
There's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettit. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex
ALDS,
Miniak.
or the Divisional Series, requires you to win 3 of 5 games.
And now, your
I don't know if the Angels have gray away jerseys. I know that you can wear them in this game, so I imagine they do have them. Brock, I think my favorite baseball player is, well, presently it's Maikel Franco.
And with
all
that,
time,
let's
it's
take a look
Nolan
at the
Ryan.
Angels starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
James Paxton is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettit. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better the more he uses it. This is one of the game's premier left-handed strikeout pitchers.
I don't know that I really had a inspiration for it. I knew I wanted to do a hitter series because I've been asked about it so often in the last year.
But he's also helpful on the defensive side.
He's out. 3, out. 3,
S. Ferguson, we are at.
Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
We are at Angels up 1-0 in the series.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh,
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the
yeah.
fastball.
Like I said, I didn't get a chance to see the game yesterday. I did hear about it.
Very rarely you see a picture of this.
Edwin Diaz gave it up, which is not good considering that Edwin Diaz got signed to a big got traded for.
Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric
Mets' off-season deals this year are looking to be pretty bad.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summers goes behind the dish.
As far as the series itself, I knew I wanted to play a hitter series.
Dickerson.
And I knew that I wanted to play a Venezuelan player. I didn't really draw from any particular.
Swing and a hot shot.
Oh, that bounces off of the third baseman. And Salomon gets on base with an infield base hit. Let's go.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here we go. The set and the 2-1. Too high that time.
3-1 count here to David Fletcher.
Alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1.
There's 2 away
it's
here.
Usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Fletcher not much of a power hitter, but
3-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it.
And they put him out at first, so that'll end the inning.
As the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Salomon back up to bat here in the, what is this, the 4th, top of the 4th. Angels are up 1-0. Runner on first, nobody out.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Got that nice curveball from the left side. Salomon's not the best left-handed hitter or hitter against left-handed pitching.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
Okay. I see how it is.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Nola.
Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1 and 2.
Come on, guys. Here we go.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Salomon is the anomaly, and Jason is the control freak. Although for a big chunk of time in last year, he got stuck in a archetype for rock. Got it stuck in the rock star archetype for closing pitchers because there was some weird stuff going on in the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan.
So he wound up going from being a control pitcher to somebody who could throw, 95 miles an hour, going 96, 97, touching 98 this year, or at least 2025 when he plays.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
The shortstop, David Fletcher.
Line shot, center field. That's going to get down. They're not going to send the runner. So bases are now loaded
and they're content to play station
with nobody out.
Here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to
you ought to be remembered that I'm neither a person with personal baseball experience, nor am I that long of a fan. I just do a lot of reading. Salomon's going to challenge him at home. He's in with the run. Let's go, Venga! Wolf, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you just saw that because Salomon just got himself a run.
And in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses.
Out. 3. Out. That's 3.
Okay, here comes Salomon again. 2 for 2 on the day against James Paxton. They got CC Sabathia out here now.
Be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Here's a first pitch slider
Brock,
that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, we got 2.
The Showtime perk for slow motion pitch or slow motion batting is tied to a perk.
That gets down and the inning will continue.
So Salomon gets himself an RBI single here, 3 for 3 on the day, tearing up these Yankees pitchers today.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to get down for runs.
Now batting, shortstop, David Fletcher.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hicks.
They're going to get it out there in center, and that'll end the inning. But Salomon gets himself another hit, gets himself a run, or an RBI at least. And that puts the Angels up 4-0 here against the Yankees. Let's go. Tyler, Salomon has not won an MVP, but Jason just won one in his previous season. So we get to face off against Brian Aubrey today. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right.
Not a chance. Brian Aubrey knocks one yard. Well, you know, to be fair, a lot of these guys are not necessarily in it for... They're not necessarily in it to be simulationists. They're not in it to create a series that is true to life or attempts to be true to life. They're in it to entertain their viewers and to, you know, be funny or to get people hyped when they watch. You know, if I were to turn the settings to rookie and knock a home run every time I was out here, then yeah, it would be a lot more lively. Things would be a lot more entertaining. It's just not necessarily true to life, and it's not necessarily all that fun to hit a home run every time you come to the plate.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. VR ranging into
Jonathan VR ranges back to get that one, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Okay, so Salomon coming out here against Aroldis Chapman.
Stepping in, Salomon Barrios. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
The right fielder, Salomon Barrios.
We are in the ALDS right now, Wolf. No point in asking for anything but the best. So let's see what Salomon can do out here.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
100 miles an hour on the inside. That's Aroldis Chapman for you, folks.
Fouled away.
I don't presently plan to do any more series. When I do streams, I do try to liven things up by doing things that I don't do on a regular basis. Like I've done closers, I played a catcher, various position players. You know, just try to keep things interesting and different.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Well, this is the
Price being, I wear those pants because somebody asked me to wear these pants. Not necessarily my first choice, but, you know, when somebody tells me wear these who am I to argue? And Salomon is going to get himself on base here as Chapman walks him on 5 pitches. Ferguson, you know, I haven't really thought about doing it. It's just not, I mean, I wouldn't say no if somebody were to come to me and ask me to do it. I don't think that, you know, there's a lot of competition out there for jobs in radio or broadcasting. And I don't really have the specialization or the...
The 1-2. Runner goes for second.
I don't have the education or the experience in the field to really get an in anywhere. And I'll be honest, I don't watch nearly enough baseball to be able to do my own podcast on it. At least not real baseball.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Barrios leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Got 1 down now. 1 down.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Bullet back up the middle. Catch made out there in center.
Solomon's going to tag up.
From second.
And he's going to make it on that one.
So a runner at third.
So here comes Tommy LaStella.
Tommy LaStella to bat next. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2.
I hope I win tonight, too.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Just hung in there on that one.
All right, Tyler, I hope you have a good night, and I hope the Phillies win. Salomon got himself a base hit in Game 1, but he didn't really accomplish much.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Hey, your turn. Drive me in right here.
Santa Maria!
Swing and a miss as he chases
Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning.
Angels strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Striding forward now is the DH. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I haven't. Salomon has not hit any homers yet, but this is only the 3rd game of the postseason, so.
The 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field.
Salomon is under it.
Barrios is going to have room.
That'll end the 8th.
He puts this away to retire.
Yankees are running out of game here. They're down 4-2.
One base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Angels are
That's pretty funny, Ferguson. And JT Realmuto knocks a 3-run home run here for Anaheim. Top 9. That's pretty funny.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Wait for your pitch up
3 runs already home here.
2 down.
And he misses again. 2-0.
Who the hell are you, and why are you throwing so wild?
Out there right now. That's common with hard throws.
Adam Ottavino.
Running a blazing
Okay.
fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Ooh, that slider, though.
But he
Oof.
comes up empty, 2-1. Ottavino, the former Colorado
Well, it's just funny,
Rocky,
G1.
signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to
Angels
really get
pitching staff,
acclimated to
at
his
least the
ball
starters,
club.
have all been
Showing up during the
relatively
season
good in like the
is not always
3.5
easy opening
ERA
doors to a
range.
big league clubhouse
It's
and
just
trying
that
to get to know your teammates.
Ohtani himself
Best way to
has
get
been
to know
just
him is to
awful
go
this
out and
year.
produce.
David Fletcher would be next. The 3-1. And he takes
And
ball
Salomon
4,
works
so
another
he's on.
walk,
And
so
as you
he
know, that
is
often means the steal could be in order here.
3
That's
for
the
3 with
second
2
walk
walks.
he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be
Mixed
a
in.
popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
The batter, number 6.
I think that we haven't really seen enough of Harper to determine whether or not it's worth it.
To short. Throw over to LeMahieu
I mean, it's
at
tempting to
second,
say,
and
well,
that'll
we
do it.
spent $330 million on this guy based on half a season so far.
Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9.
But,
Due up in the bottom of inning number 9.
You know, that's
It's
just
the
not
Angels
something
7,
that you
and
can
the Yankees
determine.
2.
I'm more concerned with how he does later in his career, I guess. And the Angels have won it in New York, 7-3, so we are 2-0 against the Yankees, and the next one will win it for us. We're going back to Anaheim on the cusp of going to the ALCS.
Coming out with a win, but they did just that.
I mean, Harper's had 6 years to adjust to this level of play. He didn't even leave the division, so
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and
I just kind of hope that he figures it out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Angels get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Andrew Heaney pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
So Salomon was on base every plate appearance that time. And we get a free batting glove. That's great. I didn't actually look to see if Harper made the All-Star team. I don't think he did. And I'm kind of busy, so don't really have the luxury of looking. Let us go out to our next appearance, going home to Anaheim. We got one more out here. I guess we'll see what we can do out here against these Yankees at home. Let's get it. Tyler, yes, I have been to an MLB game. I went to the Seattle, or I went to the Indians at Seattle last year on opening day. I went to go see a couple games of the Braves while I was in Atlanta last month, or back in April rather. And I'm going to go down to San Francisco to see the Phillies play the Giants.
Next. Felix Pena will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that's he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little...
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Los Angeles Angels.
And here they come. Here come your Angels.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
B-Pen, Angels up 2-0.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Play ball. 3. He's out. Out. 3. Good. 3. Out. He's out. 3.
So, 3 innings into the game, and Salomon finally gets a chance to do something. Didi Gregorius at the plate. Runner on first with 2 away. See what he can do. They got the Thunder Sticks out here. And it's just going to be a lazy fly ball out to right field. Salomon waits on it, and that'll end the inning.
Yanks leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
All right, jump on him.
And here he comes, Salomon Barrios, 3 for 7 in the ALDS so far. I can't say that I like batting 8th because I'm right ahead of David Fletcher and he kind of sucks. Nobody gets on ahead of me, or very rarely, and you know, I have no hope of really getting driven in either. But, you know, being in the lineup at all rather than, say, pinch hitting is nice. So, count your blessings is the way I look at it. I was late on that one, and that was a good one to hit. Splitter right down the middle.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a
oh,
good
wow.
That slider as he swings
that
through
slider.
It for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really
what
disappointing
filth.
for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But
Masahiro Tanaka, right, you bad man.
First base if you strike out.
Well, Tal, you got stuff to look forward to with the Padres, at least. They got a really sharp farm system, and they are looking real good in the next couple years. Well, Corey Dickerson adds one on here. It's 3-0 here. Angels in the early going.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go
oh,
down
that's
3
just
pitches. I don't care if you're
not
staring
good.
at him or swinging at him.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1 run here.
Not raking.
Hit, which was
not so much.
Run. No errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Angels 3 and the Yankees nothing.
Now Didi Gregorius out here again. See what he can do in the top of the 6th with nobody out.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air to right
And he
field.
just
Barrios
pops right
is
out
in
to
his
Salomon
tracks now.
again.
One gone.
Play ball. Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
your attention, please.
New York has pulled back within one here, and we're up against Adam Ottavino.
Here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. A pop is something to
Price
see.
being,
So it has
Jason
to be
had got,
dealt with carefully
I think
here.
the closest he came was 26 no-hit outs against the Astros in, I think it was 2024, 2023.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Well, it's bottom of the seventh, and I don't have any confidence that we're going to get another shot out here, so I'm going to go ahead and use Showtime on this one. Hope for the
Ready to
best. Let's get
deliver.
it.
Here's the first.
Ah, that's just bounced right up the middle. But that's going to pull the runner off the bag, and, well, it's not a base hit, but Salomon is on base, so let's go.
He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
I mean, you want to be real. Jason is pitching lights out. I mean, not just lights out, but like fucking EMP out here. He's not even through the month of May. He's already at 5.5 wins and above replacement. He is going absolutely bonkers in that season.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back safely.
Yeah, come on now, big guy. Come on, guys.
Now a bunt attempt here. Bird is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Huh. Okay.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Come on, guys. Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. He's going, he's going.
And there he goes.
I'm dead.
That's a strike to throw down. He's not in time.
Wow, that was close. The First Lady, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by.
It's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there.
Wow, that was so close. But Salomon on second.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And look out.
And that plumped him, so that'll be runners first and second here, bottom of the seventh, with one away.
And such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Now batting.
So here comes Tommy LaStella.
Tommy LaStella.
One down now. One down.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
All even now, 2-2. Ready with the 2-2. Soft liner to the right side, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Soft liner and the second baseman fielded it. And here comes Mike Trout. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's got 2 RBI. So if he can slug one here, that'll put us well ahead and give us some much-needed insurance runs. But he swings and misses down below the zone, and that will end the inning.
Angels strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Well, unfortunately,
And that'll bring up
the Yanks bats sound off in the last 2 innings of the game. They're now up 6-3 here in the late going.
0-1, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right.
So I'm guessing they're not going to light this baby up, but I've been wrong before. So we'll see what we can do here in the last inning of the game. Let's get it.
Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Yankees lead this one 6-3.
Salomon has got Corey Dickerson on first. Nobody out.
The right fielder, Salomon Barrios.
Ready, here's the first offering.
Oh, blew it right by me. Couldn't catch up to that one.
Sometimes you
Jose,
can get away
or
with a pitch
excuse me,
in that
Dylan
location when
Betances
you're
out
running it
here.
up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Whoa, slurve inside. Just about nailed Salomon.
I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
The 1-1. Waves
Ah,
and misses
wow.
for strike number 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above.
Oh, no. It's a good thing I put that elbow pad on Salomon there because he just got nailed. Betances going wild out here.
Yeah, man, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard. Even though
They took out the charge the mound button. Otherwise, they certainly would. Salomon is definitely the type to take a swing at somebody.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Well, Betances is not doing his job of closing this game out for the Yanks.
Pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway center.
That's a long run to center field. They're not tagging up from second. Come on. Goodness gracious. And I don't even have a base I can steal here.
Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Dickerson at second. Barrios is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a liner. Hicks is
Shoot, that's a liner to center field, and A.J. Hicks can get to that one easily.
with 2 away now.
Or excuse me, Aaron Hicks. And here comes Tommy La Stella. He's our last chance in this one. He knocks the dinger. We tie it up.
Angels down to their last strike.
2-2 on the inside.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Fouled that one off.
Right guy, right place. Here we go.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Fouls that one off.
Sends it out of play.
Fouls that one off.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, government, no one better here.
He strikes him
But
out to
he
end
just
it
watches
here
that
as
one
they
sail
were able to
on
get
by, and that'll
possible time
end
run
the
to
game.
plate, but could not catch
So the
it.
Angels weren't able to sweep. They still lead 2-1 in the series, but the Yankees keep themselves alive and force a game 4. We lost a battle. We haven't lost the war yet, so let's keep going. We're going to give player of the game honors to Aaron Judge out there. 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBI.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The New York Yankees have won their first
but if you remember,
in this division series.
As I recall, they don't allow divine help in the postseason.
Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian.
Or maybe that was just the World Series. I forget.
On MLB Network. See you next time.
Well, Salomon's struggling a little bit here in the postseason. His contact numbers are going down. So, be nice to get out here and take a big whack at one of these pitches, but we just haven't seen the right thing yet. So, LA Dodgers and the New York Mets both sweep their respective series, and they will be meeting in the NLCS. Meanwhile, Oakland and LA are both up on top of their respective rivals here, so they both have to face a Game 4 in the ALCS, so let's see what we can do. Going out here for Game 4 in Anaheim, so let's get out here and get it.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Game 4 of the AL Division Series. Next.
And it's Shohei Ohtani on the mound with a 10.80 ERA in the postseason.
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot.
So here's hoping he can figure it out, because this season has been one to forget for him so far.
Anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
I enjoyed that movie too, but I was also like 10 when I saw it last, so it's entirely possible that I am misremembering some things.
And now, welcome, your Los Angeles Angels.
I need to look that up, actually. I forgot to do that. The game seems to have a habit of shifting people around when I'm not looking.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Shohei Ohtani will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you know, Matt, pitching coaches say, hey, you have to throw the ball in the zone. You have to throw strikes. Well, this guy did it in his last one. The only problem is he found a lot of barrels. Gave up a bunch of base hits in his last one, and hopefully he can start missing some of those bats in this start.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel, on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should...
Play ball. Three.
Mike Trout gets us on the board early. 2-run home run.
Stepping up to the plate, Salomon Barrios. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Salomon Barrios.
Here comes the first pitch. And missed the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
So here's J.A. Happ out here for
innings in the majors during his career. And over those innings, he's collected over 15
slider on the inside corner. Very nice.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off.
And
Yuck.
we'll have to leave it there as this is strike
Slider
3,
pitcher, and Salomon strikes out. Business as usual.
Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1.
And Ohtani's still getting shelled out here. It's 5-2 here. Bottom of the fifth.
Now, Salomon Barrios. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
S. Ferguson, you're thinking Bull Durham, of course.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Hey, we got 2 down now. Hey, let it fly right here.
The 2-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the
Big shot, right field. But on the warning track. Oh dear.
That ends the inning.
Salomon makes good contact, but it's just a warning track power fly out.
The Yankees lead it 5-2.
Well, here comes DJ LeMahieu today, hitting 187 below the Mendoza line. 2 outs, top of the 8th, and we're still down 6-2.
Heading out towards shallow right. Barrios is there, and they'll put it away.
Line shot to right field, so that'll end the inning, but Salomon and his boys are going to have to get out here and do some work. They only got 6 outs to go.
Coming to the plate now, Salomon Barrios. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's... But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Now get your
The
pitch
1-0
up there.
is looked at for ball number 2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Come on, Angels, let's go.
Oh, wow.
Fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't hide this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boy driving something out of the ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play
come
that big
on, ump.
rally with the top of the order coming up?
Give me a break.
Huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
We're not already having a bad enough day.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of his own.
Shortstop.
Stepping in, David Fletcher. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
This is line to left.
Liner left field, but
Really need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Yikes.
Here comes the Yankees skipper on his
Here comes
way to the
Zach
mound.
Britton out here.
And that will bring an end to the appearance by Jay Happ.
Number 53.
So he was able to only get that first out in the eighth, but nonetheless, he'll depart with the lead. Lifted into the air out towards center field.
That's another
Hicks
fly
is
ball,
under it,
fly
and
out
he
to
makes
center
the catch
field.
for the second
No
out.
runner, no runner. Cut it.
Congratulations, Riley, and welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. DJ, also welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by, and I'm glad you got your sticker.
Thereabouts in the inning.
Go, guys. Hey, no one better here. Let's go. Come on.
There he goes. He swings and misses. Throw down.
No chance. Salomon on second.
Steals the bag easily.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Ah,
and that
swing and a
ends
miss.
the inning. Angels lead one. They still trail here. It's 6-2.
Well, the Angels got one more inning to hold the Yankees where they're at and get another 4-5 runs. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm just saying there's a chance. But in fact, the Yankees are going to force a Game 5 here, winning 6-3 in Anaheim.
They are very happy with this win.
Everybody, that these are 109 win game winning Yankees out here we're facing. So we were gonna run into problems.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason.
Didi Gregorius, 2 home runs on the day, 4 RBI.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's comes to an end at 6-3, the final. The New York Yankees have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. Jay Happ takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
So Salomon struggling a little bit still got a walk on the day, but has not hit the kind of power that he would like to hit this postseason. We got one more shot out here. Oakland has already punched their ticket to the ALCS. It's incumbent on us to come out here, beat the Yankees, and meet them there. So let's get out here and get it. Well, I plan in the postseason to ask for transfer to shortstop. Just because Salomon originally switched from shortstop because Andrelton Simmons had been on the roster, but now that Andrelton Simmons has been traded and we don't have a full-time shortstop out there, David Fletcher is characterized as a second baseman in our depth charts.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB
I
Network.
think it would be easier for Salomon to get some playtime there.
Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, it's been okay playing right field, but I really like
set for what should be a good one.
Really like playing shortstop, so I wish I hope that I can get back there soon.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New.
I mean, part of the problem is just that the advanced stats that are for offensive players really leverage the StatCast stuff, which isn't available in this game. I can really only offer kind of the basic stuff that they have here, and it's just kind of a big thing to go through all the games he's done and track those stats as well as the ones Salomon has done. So I've kind of slacked off on doing that just because it's easier for me to get his episodes up and out without having to crunch any numbers or track any stats.
Jordan Montgomery gets the call in Game 5 in front of the hometown faithful. What do we need to know here,
Jordan Montgomery,
really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy.
It's his first chance to show what he's made of out here.
South Carolina. Not an overpowering
in the postseason.
Kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. His secondary pitches he needs to improve on a little bit, but this guy has a bright future. Quality arm from the left side.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6
Play ball. Out. That hit him. He's got 3. Out. 4-4. Take the break.
All right, runners first and second. Miguel Andujar.
And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even
One out in the bottom of the first, and they were already up 1-0. So already kind of behind the 8 ball here.
Pops this one up. Beyond, ranging into the infield. You can't make the play as it finds the outfield drag. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Rody.
And it's a conga line for New York.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
For the Yankees.
They're up 6-0, bottom of the first.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Barrios is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And there will be no advance here to waste it out.
Goodness gracious, 12-run first inning. You got to be kidding me.
Batting it. The right fielder. Salomon Barrios.
Come on now, big fella. Gotta hold him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is
Well, that's a fly ball to left. They're going to send the runner, so we're not going to be shut out, but 12-1, top of the second.
On the sacrifice fly.
Play ball. 3.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Barrios is going to get there, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Digging in for his second at bat.
All right, it's 13-1 here.
Himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time he played.
Let's go.
First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in.
Well, we might as well have some fun with it, folks, because we certainly aren't going to be winning this one.
With 2 away.
Let it fly right here.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Right there. Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Low with a fastball here. In the dirty, it's ball 1.
Two outs here.
This is line to
There's a line shot left
and
field.
that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Not the most impressive hit of the day, but Salomon got himself a base hit. That's not nothing.
Flailing that stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays in the cook.
Well, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one, either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Division.
And that misses. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Here we go, guys. Hey, let's go, big fella.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
Little chopper at home, and that'll end the inning.
In time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught.
So David Fletcher, ladies and gentlemen.
A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote.
I mean, we're going to get mercy ruled here. There's not an actual mercy rule in MLB, but God, they're going to make one up just for us. 16-1 in the bottom of the 4th.
Moving under it, Barrios. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
I'm not going to watch the rest of the thing, the whatchamacallits. We know how this one's going to play out.
We played 4 full. The Yankees are out in front, 16-1. At the plate,
Top 7.
Barrios. He singled his
16-1.
Salomon Barrios.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Hey, we got no out.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
And that's grounded up the middle for a double play.
On to first, and that's the very last.
Just get me out of here, man.
The ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
And the Yankees win the ALDS to advance to the American League Championship Series. And the Angels' Cinderella season is come to an end. Well, it is what it is, folks.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
All right, well, that's the end of the Angels season. Jaime Barria gets 1 out and allows something like 7 runs. I don't even know what to say. Well, let's just see here. ERA 189. 189 ERA. That sounds about right. Oh my lord. All right, well, let's go ahead and see how the rest of the season plays out. Mets up 1, Mets up 2, New York 1, New York 2, Mets up 3, New York up 3, Dodgers pull 1 back, and the Yankees make it to the World Series. So tie series, the Mets make it to the World Series. It's a New York on New York World Series, folks. Mets and Yankees. What a world. Mets lose game 1, win game 2, lose game 3, win game 4, lose game 5, and the Yankees have defeated the Mets in the 2019 World Series. How about that? Well, we're moving on to the postseason now, so we'll get a chance to see what has transpired. So we're losing a few players here. Albert Pujols retires due to age. About damn time. Jacoby Ellsbury can't hack it. CC Sabathia is too old, too low. Can't hack it. Who else? Fernando Rodney ages out. Ichiro gone, of course. Pedro Florimon gone. Francisco Liriano quits. Waino's done. Pat Venditti, rip amphibious pitcher. And a bunch of other people. No, I got the sinking feeling that he's going to be with us for a long time to come. But Albert Pujols and Ichiro Suzuki inducted into the Hall of Fame, well deserved. And that'll bring up the postseason. So go ahead and flip through to the team, see what couple trades from August. So I forget all of what happens here. So we get a chance to talk to our agent.
Check-in call from a representative. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the
I know how the rookie
structure of his
contract works.
The agent moves on from that topic.
Want to ask to play as shortstop.
The player is not content with the way he's being used.
All right, well, we will talk to them, see how it goes. Let's take a look at the transactions so far. Bunch of free agents. The Angels lose Matt Harvey, and good riddance. Dan Jennings, Peter Borjos, Jonathan Lucroy, and Cole Calhoun. Nobody. I guess we re-signed Corey Dickerson for $5 million a year. Cody Allen to about 3.4, something like that. Give it another week. Get a contract offer. They're offering me a 1-year contract for $1,600,000, which, I'll be honest, is, not bad. I'm going to ask for $2 million. Settle on $175,000. Sure, why not? We'll agree on it. But, sim through the week. See what our team's transactions look like. So we've re-signed with the Angels here. Jose Briseño. We've signed Chris Davis. Chris with a K. Crush Davis. Sim through this week. I apologize for this, but if I sim all the way through the season, I can't actually go back and see all of the transactions that took place during the offseason. So, big ticket item, Xander Bogaerts, shortstop. Well, so much for going to shortstop, I guess. Offering arbitration to all these guys. Signed Justin Smoke at first base. We signed Tim Cougs. Yeah, I saw that we signed his right fielder. It is what it is. Jeremy Hellickson. Adam Liberatore. Justin Flores. I guess we'll go ahead and start speeding things up a little bit here. We're getting into the part of the season where most of the transactions have already taken place, and really all that we see are a bunch of little minnows getting re-signed. Jonathan Solano, Zach Weiss, Juan Lagares. All right, let's take a look at our roster here going into spring training. We're projected to be the third best team in the majors, though. 6th best contact, 2nd best power, 9th best pitching, 9th best defense, 13th best speed. So we're out here with some pretty good looking projected stats. Looks like our initial lineup here: Jonathan VR, Xander Bogaerts, Mike Trout, Chris Davis, Justin Bourne, JT Realmuto, Corey Dickerson, Salomon Barrios, still hitting 8-hole, and Zach Cozart at third base. So, that's that. And then your pitching rotation: Tyler Skaggs, Shohei Ohtani, much improved from last year, I hope. Andrew Heaney, Jeremy Hellickson, and Jaime Barria. Postseason, unfortunately, is over. Angels got eliminated in Game 5 of the ALDS, and the Yankees won the World Series against the Mets. And, yeah. So, if folks like, I can go ahead and play through the spring training for you guys and have some fun with that. Or we can step back and do something else. I'll let you guys talk about it amongst yourselves. In the meantime, I'm going to take a quick moment and use the restroom, so I will be right back. And welcome to the stream, Andre. Thank you for dropping by. I will be right back. All right, I guess people want to watch spring training, so that's what we will do. We'll get out here and see what the new look Angels are like in spring training.
A stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count.
Gonna be Salomon's first chance in spring training, actually, so what do we want? I guess we want contact and plate vision, I think. I guess we'll see how this works, so let's get out here and get it.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the San Francisco Giants
And well,
and
yes,
the Los
Salomon
Angeles
was
Angels
Rookie of the Year for the
Anaheim.
American League.
Tyler Skaggs gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. Fastball almost where it was before he had surgery. Not an overpowering guy. Low to mid-90s.
Into the box now.
So San Francisco up early here. See what we can do against them.
Salomon Barrios.
Hey, he'll be out now. Come on, we'll climb right here.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
A ball
Hey,
and no
good eye right
strikes.
here, good eye.
Barrios, just a 19-year-old. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself
Change
into
up
one of the
inside.
biggest
Yeah, couldn't hold
superstars
back
in
on
our
that
sport.
one.
I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Hey, see it? Drive it right there.
The 1-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
You can do it. No one better. Let's do it.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Yeah, I'm going after these changeups outside the zone. I can't quite help myself. And he's doing very well with those changeups today as well.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the
Early
right
on the
field corner.
curveball, but
And
that
that's
was
gonna
pretty
wind
good
up
contact on
just
that
a
one.
bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Your pitch right here. Let's go,
The
bud.
2-2 one more time. It's a swing
And a
a miss.
changeup
That's
down.
strike 3.
Solomon swinging, and that'll
He showed
be the
right
first
there
out of
why
the
having
game.
a good change
Or for
is so valuable.
first out for
2-2,
Salomon.
He flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up.
Roll it up on the ground. Let's go right here.
So in now for San Francisco.
So Evan Longoria out here.
He popped out in his first trip.
Longoria.
High in the air out towards shallow right.
Salomon's under
Barrios
it.
has a play. 1 down.
Makes a throw to second.
Hey, 2 away. 2
Next to
away.
bat for the Giants, Tom Koo.
Next to
2 men on,
Giants.
2 away here in the
Designated
fourth.
hitter. Who?
Hey, easy way now. Let's go right here.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up. VR moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. To the bottom.
Andre,
of inning
are we
number
talking
4
road
we
to the
go.
show
It's
or
the Giants 3
franchise
and
mode?
the Angels nothing. Digging in, Salomon Barrios. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get
Well, I mean,
a
it
little
depends.
deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush
If you
a
pitch
heater
well,
right here.
on a team like the Orioles, you could just as easily be considered trade bait and, you know, be traded for some good prospects to a team that actually can make use of your talents.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
You know, it just kind of depends.
Movement fooled him there. 2-1.
I've been a lot of the time that I play Road to the Show, I don't stick with it long enough to really get a feel for how long it takes.
In the zone is a must.
Dickerson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swinging a soft liner.
Blooped into right field, and that'll be a base hit.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Now batting, third baseman, Zach.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The second baseman.
So stepping
I'm not
in,
complaining.
Jonathan Villar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Your pitch, Ollie, huh?
Let's turn now. Come on, let's go.
Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball.
Starting to think that I'm probably only going to go until about 7:30 tonight. I think I'm running out of steam a little bit, so I'm not going to have enough energy to go through the whole postseason or the whole spring training, I don't think.
And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
That's a liner.
The alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the tying run comes.
So I don't know if Mr. Utility really has any kind of basis in reality, but like the idea is that there are certain players who have the flexibility to play multiple positions in the field. So like their nominal position might be second baseman, but they're good enough to play shortstop or first base or third base, even outfield. You know, Williams Astudillo on the Twins is a good example. He's a catcher who can multitask like that. He can play pretty much any position, and the advantage to that is if you have a guy who can do that, then you have a lot more flexibility. So you can, if you have a lot of injuries to your top line players, you can sub in a guy like that to cover for your injuries, so that you don't have to call somebody. Yeah, don't have to call somebody up from the minors.
The 2-1 on its way.
I mean, it's not a perfect,
second now, 1 man out.
Analogy, but kind of think of them like a tight end from American football. They can block, they can run, they can catch the ball. They can do a lot of different things, and that allows for a lot of flexibility in how they're used in a game.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 2-1 pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
3-2, full count.
3-2, and everybody's ready to run.
Hey, let's fire up there, huh?
Here's the payoff pitch. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
The designated
Here's
hitter,
Chris
number
Davis
4.
now, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and,
And Salomon walks home.
And that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants.
Hey, get away now.
So the batting order turns
Now
over
batting,
now and set to
the
go
designated hitter,
Tom Cool. He
Tom
flew out in his last
Cool.
at-bat.
Hey, just you and him. Stay
The
in
2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Barrios moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Giants leave a couple. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Your
Ty
attention,
Block
please.
will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 52.
Hey, looking for
Now to
yours
the
now.
plate,
Come on, kid.
Salomon Barrios. He'll have the
Come on, let it
opportunity to
fly
kick
right here.
things
Let it
off
fly.
as we begin the home sixth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up.
Ah, pop that one up.
Crawford is there for it.
I got it. I got it. I got
And
it.
that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Leading off for San Francisco, the center fielder, number 2.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Barrios shading to
Oh,
his
he-
right. Oh, he botched it.
Oh, he botched it. Frick.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Coming to the plate now, Salomon
Right fielder.
Barrios.
Let's go.
Salomon Barrios.
All right, bottom 8, and they're going to intentionally walk me.
Hey, here we go.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first. So the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Third baseman,
That'll bring up Zach Cozart.
Hey, get on for us here.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, now we got one.
Hey, we need you right here. Let's go.
Here now the
kid.
2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Smith, the runner at third. Smoke over at second. Barrios at first. One gone.
Up there. Your turn. Your turn.
Rounded down the third
Slide,
baseline.
slide,
Scooped
slide.
up. Oh, look at the sliding stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out
second
instead.
baseman, Jonathan.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to third. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Angels get just the 1. We've played 8 full. Angels lead it 7-3.
Hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Los Angeles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Nick Tropiano gets the W on the mound.
Play ball. 3.
Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. He'll get to take his first pitch here. Severino on at first, nobody out.
Let it rip here.
He's running. This one skied out toward right. Barrios is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
He's got to get on the plate first. They don't seem to be making it easy for me. And here's Clayton Kershaw.
The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Barrios. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We played 2 innings.
And here he be.
Salomon Barrios. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today.
Let it fly right here.
Here we go. Right now, fellas.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, we got no outs.
That's inside. 2-0. 2-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one.
I'd like to say that was just because of the rally cat clambering across my desk, but I know better.
Comes into
I'm just bad at this game.
For 1 in the ball game.
Salomon Barrios.
And a ball 1-0.
Hey, let's go. Now you got this.
Come on, guys. It's your pitch. Drive it right here.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in
It's the same cat that had her photo put onto the Rally Cat sticker. Actually, I got 2 cats, and this is the other one.
Battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him, then serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tyler Skaggs. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
You know, I think that steal might have had a different result if the throw was just a little bit better. It was a close play, but if that throw was placed over the first base side of second, I think they might have had a pretty good shot to get him.
Yeah, Dan, the throw wasn't all that bad, but it did end up a little more on the third base side of the bag, and that may have been the difference. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels strand 1. They trail things here 2-0.
Well, it's also because Solomon's speed is
Riding
getting
into the
better.
box, Salomon
right
Barrios.
fielder.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Barrios.
One down, one down.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses ball 1.
Nice eye up there.
This is a
Come on,
tough
baby.
guy right
Hey,
here to
try
get
that
into
pitch,
a
huh?
double
There
play.
you go.
He's fast and he swings from the left side,
come
so
on now.
out of the box he's going to get a
Oh,
good
I feel
break.
like
He
I
might
was
have to try to
should
get the
or
strikeout
wanted
right here, because
to
very
talk
rarely
about
are
the
you gonna get
benefits
this
I
guy
want to
ground into
offer
a double.
for the channel subscriptions, which have been made available to me.
Now with the 2-0
Being that
count
I'm a
and the
gaming
power
channel
at
and
the
that I've
plate,
hit
it could be
1,000 subscribers, I am now eligible
This is the
to
kind of
offer
count he
channel
makes his money in.
subscriptions to the viewers who choose to do so, but I have to offer some kind of benefits
The 2-0 on the way.
in exchange for that, and
Fouled off.
Hey,
been
get a good
giving
one.
it some
Get a good piece on it, huh?
thought, but I'm not quite ready to execute on it. At the moment, what I'm looking at is in-video credits for the people who subscribe to the channel.
And he missed
I'm also
again.
looking
High and away
to
this
send
time,
a
3
care
and 1.
package of
We all know
the
this
stickers
guy
that I've
is a
designed,
great
as
hitter.
well as a
3-1 count.
postcard
This is just what he's
personalized to the
looking
people
for.
who
He loves to
subscribe,
hit when the
to
count's in his
people who
favor
choose
like
to do
this.
so, and that's really all I got so far.
Fouled away.
So
Real
let me know
Muto
if that's
leads
something
off
that
first
you
with 1
think
away.
you might like
Have a rip at
and
it
would
up
be
there,
willing
huh?
to chip in for. It would be $5. The YouTube thing is like $5 a month, as I recall.
And it's fouled away. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Justin Moore will
your
grab a bat and hit
attention,
for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitter for the Angels. Number
Rolling,
41,
huh?
Justin Moore.
Hey, we got one out here.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Well, the other thing I should mention is that I would need to have stickers to put into that care package, and I don't have any myself. I didn't actually order any of those stickers that I had prepared for the sales order in the span of time where it was available, and I have not yet ordered any stickers for myself. So
Hey, get a good one.
it's something I would need to do before I make that available, and I just haven't done it yet.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Angels strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
The first baseman, number 45, Even.
Now he's on one here and drives it
No,
to
I
deep
haven't
right
heard of it.
field.
I also don't do all that many streams. This is something more to support the regular video production of the channel.
The home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Angels nothing. Riding in once again, Salomon Barrios, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Good one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Here we go, boys.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Fastball swung on and missed.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Angels down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-1, the final total in today's game. There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Los Angeles Angels.
Play ball. Ow. He's out.
Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Christian Yelich.
Hey, get the pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Barrios is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Digging in now, Salomon Barrios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Salomon.
Hey, let her in. Let her in. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Barrios is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to do.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left
Good
center
hit.
field. And he's going to make
But he's
the
going to
catch.
crash off the wall to
And he
pull
paid a
that
big
one in.
price for it.
Wow.
Digging in now for the Brewers,
Leading off for
Leroy
Milwaukee,
McGrath.
the
He reached
designated
on a
hitter.
single in his first try.
Leroy McGrath.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Barrios looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping up now, Salomon
leading off
Barrios.
for the
He's
Angels,
0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder Salomon Barrios.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
There you go. Find it.
Line speared on a hop. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Yeah, I'm clearly not in the right. Not sure if mindset is quite the right place, but I'm just not.
So a crucial moment.
Don't have the right
here.
attention span slash presence of mind to focus on this right now.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Get a good one up there, Hup.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we
Here
go.
comes the 0-1. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
One now.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Hey, see you drive it right back to the pitcher, huh now?
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
All right, one time.
Yeah, I don't ask that anybody do anything else, anything that they can't, you know, support to support me. You know, I don't ask that people donate or buy stuff. You know, it's not necessary. I have a day job. It doesn't impact my ability to do this. And, you know, I don't necessarily need the extra money. But, you know, I feel like having the opportunity to allow people to provide their support if they choose to do so is helpful. You know, and unfortunately, I never got in on, I didn't get in on the Patreon thing while it was still under the prior, fee structure or whatever you want to call it.
2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. This is line to left. Gamble is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No.
Yeah, all I ask for support from people who, you know, watch the channel is just to enjoy what I do and let me know what they like, what they don't like, what they want to see more of. You know, just in general, just be a member of the community and make their preferences known.
Ready for another shot now, Salomon Barrios.
The right fielder, Salomon Barrios.
He's set and the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
1 out now. Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, your pitch. Drop it deep, huh? Here you go.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard on the
There's
ground.
a grounder.
And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches.
I mean, if I really wanted to get into that kind of thing, I would get on Twitch and let people watch ads for bits. It's just not something that I do a lot of. Well, I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you for the support and the compliment.
3-1 now. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel: 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. Here's the 3-1. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit.
Swaggy, it's going to come down to who offers me the best contract, or, you know, who offers me a contract that I want to take. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm not saying I will either.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Come on, Angels. Let's go.
Angels down to their last strike.
Get there. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go, Angel. Here we go.
Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Hey, we're patient up there.
He's still fighting up here. He doesn't want to go.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
Ready with another 2-2. just hung in there on that one.
Let's go now. One time. Hey, let her fly. Let her fly.
2 out, 2 strike offering. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gamble has a beat on it, makes the catch,
And that'll end the game.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
10-3 at the end of this contest.
I really don't often do power swing with Salomon. It's only when I feel like I can get away with it, and usually I'm mistaken. Well, honestly, I think that's about gonna do it for me. So, unfortunately, Salomon and the Angels got eliminated from the postseason, but could be we're looking pretty strong for next year. So we're gonna have to get out here and try it again in 2020 to see what we can do, make some noise, get Salomon's first full year as a major league player. And, yeah, I guess we'll find out what happens. Regular episodes will resume, I think on Monday. We'll start off with the Salomon episode and get back to the normal upload schedule then. But until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.